Houston Rockets 20-5 since the All-Star break, best mark in the league, and getting the best of the Utah Jazz in the first half. 59-44 is the count, behind James Harden's 17 points and 7 assists. It's the American Express halftime report. Ernie Johnson with Kenny, Shaq, and Charles. And we start with the American Express teammates, as we always do, and James Harden is on that list for sure, along with P.J. Tucker and Clint Capella. 17 for Harden, hitting half his shots. He also has 7 assists in the first half. What'd you make of what you saw from the MVP candidate and the reigning MVP?
Well, you know what's interesting about those stats? That was going to be actually my point. I didn't even know exactly what they had going on. But you see, they pushing James off the three-point line. They're forcing him right. He's had covered a couple step-back threes. But see, they're forcing him right.
That's not forcing, that's giving it.
No, well, that's what they're giving it. They don't want him to shoot threes. I think they think Gobert's going to block those. But two things hurt the Jazz. Number one, James had 7 assists where he got the ball to Capella, but also P.J. Tucker. If you actually look at the stats, they did exactly what they wanted to. Because other than P.J. Tucker, nobody's making threes. But you can see how they got a game plan. They're going to force him right. They're going to make him pass the ball. And Capella and Tucker stepped up. That's been the difference in the first half.
I know we have plays, but I don't know if I like the strategy. I just think forcing him right, not forcing him, giving him right is like a half-court fast break. And so he still has 17 points.
Exactly.
And he still has 17. So he's on pace for 34 points and 14 assists. So that's a losing recipe in my opinion. I think the Utah Jazz are good enough defensively to play him straight up to a certain degree, play the way they typically have played throughout the season. I think creating this new defensive scheme to guard James Harden, I have a circle of guys that I talk to. There's always texting. Ross Strickland's one of them. So I'm saying, how are they doing this one man? He's texting me the same thing. To me, it is too easy for a great player to be not forced. There's a difference between forcing and allowing a guy to go right. They're allowing him to go right, then he could step back. To me, forget the plays of what I was going to show. To me, that is a recipe for a loss.
17 in the half, 3 out of 5 from deep, 7 out of 14 from the field, also 7 assists for Harden. We talked before the game, and you got quite a kick out of
I'm just saying, actually.
Clint Capella and Rudy Gobert.
Clint's playing well, 10 points, 5 for 9, and Rudy Gobert 6 points.
Yeah.
Great big man matchup. Roll the tape.
If you weren't here earlier, you would
And it starts at the
this.
beginning at the jump ball. Ooh, look at the height on the jump ball, how he gets the jump ball and tap it back. Right here, Rudy Gobert with the great feet work. Energy was, Ernie was talking with so much energy right there. Ooh, he gets it on the layup. But no, seriously, this is what they do. They get drop-offs, and they go up, and they actually score a lot of points. So if the guards can get them the ball and get them easy buckets like this, then they will have big games. But they're not the traditional centers that you really, really post up, but they're playing good. You know, they're doing what they're doing. This play right here, it's amazing. Look at this play with the backwards layup out here.
Hey, Shaq,
Wow.
Shaq, earlier,
Wow.
when you said pregame, when you were talking about those, I gave you, now you're hating. That's hate. That is straight hate. You weren't hating them.
Did you hear me just say, but seriously? Did yes or no?
After you clowned them for 1 minute.
I didn't clown them.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Yes.
My man tripped, and you call him feet work.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Look at the height on this jump ball.
That was a cruel breakdown, too,
Hey,
right there,
man.
was it not? That was
Come on, man.
cruel.
Everybody ain't you, Shaq.
Everybody ain't you. You don't compare yourself.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
You don't compare yourself to other people, man.
Right.
Houston,
Dudes get dropped.
last in the NBA in points in the paint, 33.
They're last?
Yeah, but 34 in the first half of this game.
Wow.
Well, that's because they're forcing.
Not forcing.
Allowing.
Letting him have a runway to go to the right-hand side.
Oh,
My Chuck can do that right
halftime
now.
entertainment in Houston.
I bet you couldn't do that to them big-ass women in San Antonio.
We're not even in San
Oh,
Antonio.
no, you could do that to them little skinny Houston women. You can't do that to them big old women in San Antonio.
Why not?
You kick one of them big old women in San Antonio, they'll fly out the roof.
What about Victoria's Secret?
Oh, Victoria's Secret down there.
She's still a secret?